our core will be the decider eventually. Let's go ahead and start with a match. Good luck, have fun to... What is going on here with the overlay? Okay, there you go. To Exalty and Sprout. Make sure to cheer for both teams. That is definitely allowed in the chat, you know. And of course, welcome to everybody in the chat. Nice seeing all of you guys. And let's start with Raps as map number 1. Being picked by Sprouts. Also, guys, stay hydrated. Very important to do so. Let's see what will happen here. So we go into round number 1. Again, we have 7 maps that will be played. You have to win 4 maps in order to win the match. You win a map by accumulating 10 points throughout the rounds. There is 4 outcomes, like 3 in this way. There's an ace, which is first and second, which will give you 3 points. There's a victory, which will give you 2 points. And the opposing team 1 point, and also a draw, 1 point as well. Right, well, let's see the first round. Link not opting for that outside line, losing a lot of speed, and it is Dexter and Scrapie in the lead, but this identity was notorious for mistakes. A lot of players have made mistakes on that one. But it's looking like it's a close round that we have out for grabs here. Link going super wide to accumulate a bit more speed. MiQuatro goes into the lead, but nope. Scrapie has a bit more speed over in that part, but it's still super close. Only 0.2 of a second between the players. It is Dexter with a good downhill section here. Scrapie still leading, but the identity will decide. Let's go ahead into the free camera and check what the players are doing. Dexter and Scrapie in the lead, but what a close round that is. Dexter not with the best amount of speed. Link will overtake MiQuatro maybe as well. It will be Scrapie with a mistake, and this is actually the first round for Team Exalty. Dexter is getting overtaken by Link at the end, and Scrapie has failed the ending. So it is a good start for them, going into the lead. So who would have thought? A very good ending there from Link. It's very hard to just tell yourself over this small beam with a very precise drift. And it's not easy. It looks easy, but there's so many things that can go wrong on this map. But Exalty starts off with a victory on Raps. And who would have thought? Yeah, looked like an ace for Sprout. Just before the identity. But Link and MiQuatro were holding strong. Taking home that round. But now look at that start. Dexter and Scrapie in the lead. Beautiful outside line. Link will not have as much speed as them. Scrapie and Dexter just slingshot out on this one. And with that, they're leading. Scrapie almost clipping there. Beautiful line there as well. And look at that. Hand in hand, they are leading. And that's just the pace difference here from Sprout over Exalty. But I think they can make something happen. Scrapie opting for a wider approach. Has a lot of speed into the looping. And he comes back into first place here temporarily because he opted for a more inside line. Let's go into the identity. Everything can still happen. An ace for Exalty is not impossible. And it will be Scrapie and Dexter leading. And good approach here as well. Dexter made it, but Scrapie has made a mistake. But so did Link and Miku. And it will be an ace. Both Exalty players have made a mistake. And Sprout will go into the lead. It is 4-2 for them. And the first ace of this map. Sprout here redeeming themselves, but also they had a really strong pace. Just before the identity, they were like at least 0.2 ahead of Link and MiQuatro, so that was a good job from them. But didn't really work out. However, now it's the other way around. Look at that. Link and MiQuatro are ahead. Whereas MiQuatro is the only player here from Exalty. Goes for that outside line. Beautifully executed from Miku. A lot of speed accumulated. Link still leading after a great start. And now the blue team is leading the round. Also a bit more with ease because Dexter has made a mistake himself. And he finds himself on last place, being almost 1 second behind. Now a good shot here for Exalty to take something home. Let's go ahead into the identity. Both Exalty players have made a mistake in the previous round. And Scrapie is lurking in the shadow. MiQuatro and Link, however, still in the lead. Scrapie catching a bit of airtime and losing a bit of speed, but he's still able to stay alive. However, look at that. Link and MiQuatro first and second. Scrapie had to respawn, and that's the ace for them. Wow, Exalty showing what they have up in their sleeves, and they will go into the lead again. Good job. Definitely a close match so far. What Raps has shown us, Exalty, unfortunately, wasn't really performing in those rounds that were high octane, high pressure. And let's see if they can do it today. I mean, they have now aced Sprout. They can make it happen. And with that performance, it is likely that we're going to see at least 5 maps today. I hope so. Scrapie and Dexter with a great start. Link opting for the inside approach. The outside dirt line looks so incredibly hard to do because it's so precise. If you do it wrong, you will lose a lot of speed. But it's Dexter and Scrapie leading the round this way again. But of course, the identity is still there to clear. Scrapie again with a wider approach over in that section. Tries to gather much more speed into the looping. And it works out quite well for him. And they are again hand in hand in the lead, but not really a lot of mistakes have happened so far before the identity. Maybe some small blunders, but no player falling down tremendously. However, entering the identity, that's where the carnage starts. Link and MiQuatro both with a mistake. Scrapie and Dexter will take first and second here. And I'm not sure if... No, not everyone had to respawn there. But there you go. Sprout takes another ace. The third ace in a row. But only the second ace for Sprout. Yeah, everyone respawned, right? 109 is pretty slow, isn't it? Oh my god. This could have... Like, I was just changing in the wrong moment, but of course, everyone respawned there. Oh my god. Like, those rounds can also happen. In this case, win in favor for Team Sprout. Yeah, I'm the observer. Of course, also greetings to the watch party on Scrapie's Discord. Hello, guys. Welcome. Thanks for joining as always. Lovely to see you guys. Now let's go into round number 5 on Raps. Sprout could take it with an ace. And right now, it is only Scrapie here in the lead, battling it out with MiQuatro and Link. Had an amazing start into this round. Now Scrapie with his signature line kind of... Actually not really opting for it now. MiQuatro went a bit wider, has a good amount of speed. Into the grass we go. Now the identity comes into play, and already a draw would be huge for Team Sprout. As with that, they would come closer to closing out the map. But it is Scrapie who has to survive, else it will be a victory or even an ace for Exalty. But that's not the case. Scrapie survives the ending, and it is Link now making a mistake, and he gets overtaken by Dexter. So it's 6-9. Nice. Also good time there from Scrapie. Winning the rounds. Okay, so map point for Sprout. It is only an ace that lets Exalty play another round, and we go into like kind of the overtime situation already because it's 9-9. Give or take, you know. Let's see what the players have up their sleeves as MiQuatro doesn't make a mistake. Super wide approach. You can see Dexter didn't make it that well. It was alright, but he lost a significant amount of speed towards MiQuatro, who just went super outside there and just gathered up a lot of speed. Scrapie, however, still in the lead. He only needs to be ahead of one player. A victory for the opposing team, for Exalty, would be enough for them to take home the first map. But man, we have a close match in our hands here. And there's still one more identity here that will probably decide the match. Scrapie is in the lead by so much. Dexter is dead, so Dexter will probably not overtake because the respawn is pretty long. Scrapie's in the lead though, and will he survive the ending? Looking good. Scrapie will take it, and Scrapie will secure the victory with a 106.79. But Link and MiQuatro have brought up a great fight on this map, and I think we can expect some more close maps like that. Exalty going into the lead here. Not going to the lead. Sprout going into the lead, of course. But Exalty, that's what I wanted to say. Bringing up a great performance. And should not hide behind that or be discouraged. Because that was a good first map for them. Map number 2, it is Arrow Pipes. A quite unusual map as a map number 2, but I think we'll see See what Exalty has performed. They have been not struggling on this map, but I think it's a general tendency of seeing players struggling with the identity on this map because it's so hard to predict. I was also talking to Arizal about it. It's just such a hard jump. It's not easy, and it's very, very hard to predict it. You cannot hit the right. You need a good angle. Your speed always is a bit different, and let's see what players will do on this map. As it's Exalty's pick, it was more of a surprise pick for them, but I think Sprout has prepared every map accordingly. Too bad that we don't see gyroscope, but let's see what the players will do now. This very, very tight ice slide, which ends into a reactive boost part. Pretty creative and also not that easy to do, but Link just cleans it with ease. He's in the lead, and it is also MiQuatro not too far behind. Pretty high level. Not a lot of mistakes have happened so far. We see Dexter with a small clip, but look at that. Exalty. Wow. I mean, that's the Exalty that I was expecting that we will see. But maybe they just needed time to groove into the format, into this whole season. But they are in first and second, and that is looking like an ace for them. Of course, the identity is still in front of them before they can secure 3 points to their names. As Scrapie gets a good line, a good amount of speed accumulated for him. Link with a good line. Scrapie overtakes. Scrapie with a great identity entry, and he will get that second place. MiQuatro could have more speed. Scrapie stumbling, but he still stays alive. And what a good round that was. A sub 111 to start off things. And another victory for Exalty. Damn, that was a very good round, really. That was a very good round, and this is very, very high level on this map already. Victory. Very good identity from both Link and Miku. Scrapie had a bit more speed and was able to control it a bit better, and that's why he sniped away the ace from Exalty, and they have gotten 1 point. Round number 2. Exalty with a slight advantage, of course, but it's still too early to say. We've also seen that on the first map. And now Scrapie and Dexter have the better start just from the get-go and find themselves in the lead. Oh, it wasn't the best line here from Link. Had to adjust a little bit over the ice patch. Did it so well in the previous round, but now finds himself in last place. 0.3 behind. Now Dexter. Great start, but MiQuatro and Link come closer just a little bit. MiQuatro with a different line there. Catches a little bit of airtime and lose a bit of speed, but got a good angle there in exchange. So he didn't lose too much with that, but it's still Dexter in the lead. No mistake, no major mistake has happened in this round, and we now come to the identity. Dexter still up to a good time, but just when I talk about that, it is Link making a mistake. Dexter going incredibly close over that black section there, and it is Scrapie making a mistake. MiQuatro survives it, and he can at least secure the 1 point. Maybe even the draw here for Team Exalty. Depends where Link is finishing on, and he will overtake Scrapie just by a couple of tenths here. And it's a draw for Exalty. Dexter with a 111.11. What? Oh my god. Good time. And also Classic, thanks for the resub. Much appreciated. Thank you guys for all the follows. You see them on the right. Much appreciated. Welcome in, everybody. It's nice to see all of you watching the cast. Also greetings to the couch down, to everyone who's watching. Björn, Maji, Mark and Eri. Yeah, that's really cool. I just hear them down there. Like this one round, the last round on the previous map, I was casting, and like I hear 10 seconds later, I hear like, oh, that was so funny. Anyways, let's go to the next round because Dexter and Scrapie having a really good start. And it is Scrapie falling a bit behind, but still it was the same line that MiQuatro was opting for in that previous round. But right now it's looking like a Sprout victory. They could go into the lead again with an ace, with a great performance. Dexter with a good line over that part as well. But MiQuatro is not slowing down. He's excelling. And he can overtake Scrapie, who caught a bit more airtime before the identity. So MiQuatro goes in that one with a bit more speed. Dexter with a side ramp. And MiQuatro is not able to stabilize his car. And it will be Dexter slowing down. Can MiQuatro overtake Dexter? Yes, he can. And it will be another draw and another 111 low. This time at point 11.3 from Scrapie. Insane time and good rounds here from all the players yet again. So, wow, this is a really, really high-octane map so far, and not a lot of mistakes have happened, and players have just played it pretty well in this round. again, like, not a lot of mistakes have happened so far. Wow, that was a good round again. Round number 4 already, and it's still Exalty leading after Sprout being ahead over the entirety of the map up until the identity was coming into play. And they couldn't find an ace in that round, but look at that. Dexter 0.3 ahead of MiQuatro, who also got a really good start, seemingly, but Dexter just says, hold my Weizenbier, and with that, he's in the lead. Very insane start from Dexter. We could see another good time from him, as he has been improving so much over the season. And with that, he can just set a new good time. Like, he's half a second ahead of MiQuatro, who just drives maybe a bit more safe. But this is insane. If Dexter survives the identity, we're gonna see a great time on this map. Let's quickly check what the world record on this map is before Dexter is gonna end it here with a bang. Let's see Dexter surviving it, and Dexter with a 110.3. Dexter with an incredible time on arrow pipes. 110.3. That is 700ths away from the world record. Wow, that was incredibly fast from him. But no cigar for Sprout. Still the draw, because Dexter was on first and Scrapie was on last. That was an incredibly fast time. Already times that go into the 0.1 range on this map, so 111.1 is a fast time, and then Dexter's like, yeah, I'm just gonna beat that by 0.8. You know, just in a live round. Incredible time. Well, record is a 0.33. But there were probably faster match times that I cannot tell you off of my head in TMGL. It's the pick by Exalty. As you can see in the pinned comment, that is not there. Okay, well, never mind. Let's go into the next round. Round number 5, Link in the lead. It is Dexter and Scrapie not slowing down, but Link overtook Dexter. But he had an incredible identity here. No, I mean, MiQuatro overtook Dexter, because Link obviously was on first position, but fighting it out with Scrapie right now. And look at that. Now everything goes down to the identity. Will Scrapie crumble under the pressure? No, it is Link making a mistake. MiQuatro as well. Scrapie as well. Dexter from last to first. Oh my, I can't. What are you doing, Dexter? It was the ace, but now it's, oh my god, dude. What is going on? That was an important round for Sprout, but this one went in favor for Exalty, so that is Trackmania identities at its finest. Wow, what a round. What a round, guys. Incredible. Like, you don't think that those things would happen? Dexter was in the lead after being 4th position. Everyone has made a small mistake, and it was Exalty eventually capitalizing from that. Exalty up to track point. Incredible performance from Link and MiQuatro today, just making some small mistakes. Or it is Dexter having to readjust. So one player down here from Sprout. It is Scrapie in the lead, ahead of Link, I mean, and MiQuatro leading ahead of him. So they still need to get themselves some points. A draw would already be good. And of course, Dexter can still make it from last to first place. However, it will be a hard task, because some mistakes have happened in the identity, but I would definitely say that one of them will stay ahead of one Sprout player, but you never know. You never know. The pendulum can swing into Sprout's favor in this round, but it's Scrapie with a mistake, and MiQuatro leads the round together with Link. Will they survive it? MiQuatro is clean with it. So is Link. No, he's not. He has made the mistake. Tries to save it, but it's only the draw, because Scrapie and Dexter both survive it here in the end, and that was it. But Link is not able to do it, but still a slight advantage for them. But that was, of course, gutting, because you know that it's in your head now in the next round. You could have already closed it out, and that wasn't the case. Eight to 6 in favor for Exalty, though. They've been maybe also a little bit lucky in one or another rounds, but they've been playing so well for now. But Sprout has to take it home now. A draw would not be good for them. I mean, 9-7, okay. Then we're gonna see one more round, but still, it is already Exalty who has to excel themselves up to those first and second places to avoid that situation that Sprout can take home the map, because Exalty was leading from the get-go, from round number 1. Dexter and Scrapie, however, are in insane times. MiQuatro is 0.4 behind, and Sprout has certainly the better pace on this map. But of course, there's still the identity left to be cleared for both Sprout players, and they can make mistakes there. Probably even will make mistakes. Copium, maybe. Maybe gonna see a close match today. I hope so. However, Scrapie is clean with it. Dexter slows down. Dexter drops down to that position. MiQuatro with more speed. MiQuatro overtakes. MiQuatro wins the round, and Link on second. And it's Exalty taking it home. What a great performance on that map. But of course, tremendously capitalizing from Sprout's mistakes. Wow. What a map. That was one of the best maps that we've seen in TMCL. That was such a consistent performance on that. And Exalty is on the scoreboard. 1-1, and we're gonna go to the third map, Agility Dash. I mean, the identity, of course, is a bit messy, but hey, it can happen, right? It can happen. Okay, next map, Agility Dash. The longest map in the map pool. I'm hyped. Also, the identity can spring a lot of surprises. Let's see what will happen. So we're gonna start now. 1-1 is the scoreline. It's gonna go into the lead. Okay. World record is a 128.46 by Dexter. I think there have been some low 128 times in TMGL, if I recall it correctly. So I'll let you guys to figure it out, or maybe give some input into the chat. But you can see that the world record holder in the official leaderboard is in first place. Scrapie has made a small mistake. And of course, you still have a long way to go. It's now a very, very unusual slide before a small full speed section. We can also force an SD over that, or due to that small plastic section. You can gain a little bit of time there, not lose too much, but it is a fun part that is in there on this map. It'd be cool to see that there's a small full speed section mixed into a TMGL map. I've seen only a few of them so far. However, Dexter making a mistake. MiQuatro overtakes him, and then Link also on that. Actually, second place now, because it was Dexter getting some airtime. But look at that, Scrapie's lurking, coming a bit closer, and now it comes the identity into play. Link tries to hold gear 4, and he does so accordingly. MiQuatro with a great jump, slows down a little bit. Link jumps so risky over on that part, but I think it's the ace. No, it's Scrapie out of nowhere, overtaking MiQuatro, and he will survive this round, but only on second place. But a good identity from him. Link clipping there, losing a bit of time, but it's Exalty taking home the first 2 points to their names, and Sprout gets one due to Scrapie's second place. Must. Oh my god. It's so true though. Bad chest. Oh god. Alright, next round. Round number 2. And again, it's Exalty winning the first round. They have also won it on map 1 and also map 2. So, Sprout again a little bit behind. Not in this round. MiQuatro didn't get the best transition over on that part, but still was able to survive with this. And it is Dexter again in the lead. Link only 0.2 behind, so let's follow his POV. And it is Dexter making a mistake, which can be very costly. Link and Miko with good lines, and it's Dexter who has to rely on his teammate now. Gets into first place. Beautiful SD from Scrapie, gathering up a lot of speed, but also Link did it very clean. That is that is a good performance from Exalty today. Regardless how the match ends, I think we can expect an Exalty that is hungry next week. We will see an Exalty that will win matches. And they can definitely do it against Sprout today. They're in the first and second here, going to the small BO9 section here. Link in the lead. MiQuatro with a great line. Who's gonna hold that gear? MiQuatro is gonna be able to do so and gathers up a lot of speed because of a better angle. Oh my god, that was so close for MiQuatro of not making that, but he's still ahead of Scrapie. Nope, he's not. And it will be another victory and not an ace for Exalty. But still, it's good for them. 4-2 in favor for them. It could have been 6-0, obviously, but it was such a close line from him, and he could call himself lucky that he has survived it. Dexter again with a mistake, only finding himself on last, and Scrapie again denying the ace to Exalty. Round number 3. If Exalty gets an ace this round, which could happen, of course, according to Dexter's previous performances on those rounds, it's already a map point situation. And Exalty could go into the lead. Look at that. Scrapie on first place, together with Dexter, who's even further ahead of him. And Ling and MiQuatro are chasing them down, but not a lot of mistakes have happened here. Like, a very consistent performance from all the players, and that is really good to see that they put in a lot of effort into those maps, and we see some close lines, some close fights, and good gameplay on our end here on twitch.tv, yeah? And, oh my god, what's happening in the chat? Oh god. Let's see if this, if the game will be owned by Sprout as well, or if Dexter and Scrapie will throw away the identity or not. But let's see. They're leading by 0.5 ahead of their opponents. But of course, already a draw or like a victory for Sprout only would be huge for Exalty in that round because a lot of mistakes have happened. But Scrapie and Dexter are clean with it. Oh, yeah, Dexter, you clean with it. Yep, you are. And Dexter had to respawn. I think overtook him. And now it's Dexter versus Miku, but Miku has made a mistake. So will be the victory for Sprout regard. Oh my god. Okay, it's the victory for Sprout regardless. Alright. I just had to kind of comprehend what just happened there. But, well, it is Sprout coming a bit closer. Oh my god. Like, sometimes those identities are just so hard to spectate. It's just so hard. And that's why I wanted to be silent there, because the silence was so loud up until this point, right? It has done its purpose, so that's fine. As we see Dexter in the lead, yeah, had a quite dank line over that part where you want to minimize your airtime, had a nifty nosedive and finds himself in the lead. Link is not slowing down. Scrapie also gets a really good line over that part, and it's Dexter who is still leading, but it's a close fight for top 3, and now Link also wants to have a saying going into the last part of the track. 54 seconds have elapsed. And it's Dexter and Scrapie not slowing down. They could go into the lead here with an ace, or they could tie the score 6-6. Let's see. How will the pendulum swing on the identity? Scrapie catching airtime before the BO9 section. Link versus Dexter in the identity. Scrapie gets a good line here as well. Is he able to hold gear 4? I think he is, but it was MiQuatro with a better line. Dexter has made some mistakes in the identity beforehand. Link with a good line, but look at that. Scrapie could go from 4th to 1st in just one identity. It's so close. Who's gonna stay in the lead? It's Dexter, Link, and then Scrapie, but it was so close to call. 129 low and only 0.15 of a second. And look at that. It is a 6-6 now. 2 victories for both teams so far, but that was so close. And that was a great identity, of course, from all the players. Maybe have made some small mistakes, but it was incredibly close in that round. Also, guys, do you want Mark again in the break? Mark, type 1 in chat. Do you want to be being here again, or do we just swap around and it will be Björn or Arizal guy or someone else? You know, maybe someone wants to do that. But let's see. Let's focus on the round because it's Dexter right now leading and Scrapie on second. MiQuatro with a great drift though, going into the lead. It's so close. Only 700ths of a second, and Link is also not too far behind. Link by any means not on a bad run, and he finds himself in a battle with the others. And let's see, Dexter with a no slide. Oh no, this is a crucial mistake from Dexter and something that should not happen. And he's out on that round being 3 seconds behind. Some would say it's a rookie mistake, but you know, just a matter of events. It can happen. Scrapie also clipping there, and all of a sudden it's Exalty in first and second. Scrapie and Dexter are stumbling here and making mistakes, and it could be the ace for Exalty, or will it be? That's the question. Link and MiQuatro are clean with it. No, they're not. MiQuatro gets a dead respawn, and Link also almost gets eaten alive, but will secure the draw. MiQuatro had to double respawn, and Dexter overtakes him with that. Oh no. That was so unfortunate for Miko. I've seen the respawn there angle, and I was like, yo, that's way too inside. 7-7. One draw means that both teams have track points. They get an ace. That was the round for Exalty. I mean, they have been throwing away some points, some valuable points, and that was certainly one of the rounds where it was super important for them to win, even get that ace. And I hope that MiQuatro is not discouraged by that. It can happen. Let's see. Scrapie and Dexter, however, are in the lead in round number 6 here. It could be the last one on agility dash, but what we have figured out that Exalty brings up an insane performance here. But that wasn't such an insane drift from Dexter, who again falls behind, makes some mistakes. And it also shows that Scrapie and Dexter are vulnerable. They are, of course, bringing TMGL pace to the table. They are beatable. You see it here. Link and MiQuatro are chasing down Scrapie. It comes all down to the identity. It could go either way. You know, we just have to pray now. For, you know, everything can happen. It's so hard to call. Dexter can get an insane identity. Scrapie can get a dead respawn. MiQuatro can make it. And Link can just get into first, right? With that line, he can. Holds gear number 4. And it's so close. Scrapie and Dexter with good identity here. It's MiQuatro slowing down. Scrapie not with the best line. Who's going to overtake here? Dexter with not with the best line here either. But he still stays in the lead. Will MiQuatro stay ahead of Scrapie? No, he will not. And it's over. And that's what I was talking about. Close round, not the fastest winning times, but it's Scrapie staying ahead of MiQuatro, and Sprout takes it home, and they will go into the lead. Also, thank you, Toby, for the resub. 21 months. I really appreciate it. Also, all the new follows. Thank you, guys. And the chat is not owned by Sprout. It's not owned. We should do a counter copy pasta with not instead of now. Chatting. Map number 4, slow down. Oh god, this will be an interesting one. Slow down it is. We've seen some great rounds on this map. Kind of becoming my favorite map to cast as well. 55.3 is the world record by Matus, actually, on the leaderboard. I think we've seen like, didn't we see a 0.2 or a low 0.3 here? I think we have seen some great times on this map. But what we certainly don't see is Scrapie's start here being great. He has made a mistake, is 1 second behind, and Link and MiQuatro on first and third. Dexter is now in the sandwich, in the Exalty sandwich, in the middle part of it, obviously, yeah. And trying to get that first place to force a draw, but look at that. Dexter going to inside, and Link and MiQuatro could win yet another first round, but this time with an ace. And they keep it together. Link went a bit more conservative there over that part because he had a very, very tight approach. But they can say that they're 1 second ahead. And Exalty leading by 3 points at the start. 56.9 and another 0.9. Not too bad. There you have it. Very good start for Exalty into this match. Into this map. Damn. 0.1 by Tween. Thank you. Puzzle. QR code. I'm just focusing on casting and not looking into the chat. Anyway, 3-0 Exalty, capitalizing from 2 mistakes. Firstly by Scrapie and then from Dexter. Now it's a already a huge advantage for them to take home this map. But of course, it's easier said than done if you play against Scrapie and Dexter, who are, again, having a good section here on this map, as we have seen great performances from them on those previous play days on the map. Look at that. It's only a couple of hundreds going into the Identity 300s to be exact. Dexter, Detch, getting airtime, was able to save it. Link and MiQuatro are battling out with Scrapie. We can force the draw, but he has made a mistake as well. And it's another ace for Exalty. 6-0. Scrapie and Dexter again making individual mistakes. And Exalty looking super, super favorable of taking home Slowdown. Also 0.7. Good time as well. So 6-0 for Exalty. Wow. That was a really good time. Let's go ahead. Check it out here. What happens. Also, thanks for the sub gift. Much appreciated. Oilers are awake again. And let's go into the round. Certainly Scrapie is not awake. And Dexter either. Oh my god, it could be a 9-0 for Exalty on Slowdown. You have to be kidding me. What is going on? Dexter and Scrapie and Link and MiQuatro are leading quite comfortably. Look at that. They are they can just save it. They can just save it. Exalty with an incredible performance, but also tremendously capitalizing from Scrapie's and Dexter's individual mistakes. And there you go. Dude, I'm actually really happy about that. The match is not over yet, though. Still something can happen. But who would have thought? 9-0. Am I dreaming, guys? Wow. Dude, I swear, if Sprout does the comeback here, I don't know. I'm not saying anything. This will not turn into my favor. I don't know. It's crazy. So Exalty has dozens of match points, but MiQuatro has made a mistake. Link has made a mistake as well. That could be the first bullet that they have missed. Dexter and Scrapie are first and second. Oh, no way, dude. No way, dude. Uh-oh. Here we go. Scrapie and Dexter, they have to survive the Identity, though, but it's easy to survive. Yeah? If they reverse sweep, that would be incredible. Really. Be absolutely incredible. Maybe Scrapie and Dexter wanted a challenge. Let's first see if they survive the Identity. Link is risking it, though. Gets a lot of speed. Scrapie and Dexter, however, are clean with it. And they will win the first round here. It's 9-3. 9-3, guys. Uh-oh. Question is, can they win 2 more consecutive rounds with an ace? Or not? I mean, now Link and Miko made some very early mistakes. So that's what you have to give to them. Credit in that regard. See if they can make it or not. Oh, good line here from MiQuatro into the lead he goes. That is a way better start now for Exalty. Coming into the 5th round on Slowdown. Track number 4. We are seeing a very close match though. And right now, no player is falling behind. Scrapie a bit bumpy there over that corner, but he's still able to survive it. And it is MiQuatro a bit further behind, but only by a couple of hundreds. Link opting for a very wide approach. Dexter not with the best amount of speed, as well as Scrapie. And Link goes into the lead. That could be all she wrote here on Slowdown after 3 consecutive aces for Team Exalty, and then giving away 1 round. But there's still Link, who has to be ahead of both Dexter and Scrapie. Super close round. Scrapie with a good line. Dexter goes for a very inside approach. Link with a no slide goes out on this one. MiQuatro with more speed. Will it be enough? It will not be enough. And it's another ace for Sprout. You have to be kidding me. 9-6. And now it's not that unlikely. Ain't no way, dude. If Sprout wins another round in 1st and 2nd, we're gonna see the 9-9 situation. It could be the reverse sweep, and of course a lot of pressure now coming from, or are on Exalty's shoulders, because they know they had the 2 match points already. The momentum is definitely going into Sprout's favor. Not making a mistake right now is really important, and I mean, they have done it in the first 3 rounds. Both of those players, Dexter almost clipping there, but is still able to survive it. but of course they still have another bullet after that. Dexter, however, on a great time here, is in the lead by 0.2 of a second. MiQuatro not too far behind, and can he survive it here or not? Both players have to. Dexter with a very risky line, had to readjust though. Scrapie Dexter at first and second. MiQuatro with a good line, has a bit more speed here than Dexter by the looks of it for the exit of the Identity. MiQuatro with all speed, and this is it! It is Exalty taking home and crushing Sprout's Dreams, a 56.5 by Dexter, and a 0.68 from MiQuatro was enough. And that was a... Dude, if I've ever seen a saved emote emphasizing a moment that much, it would be this one. Incredible rounds, incredible times, and such a pace from Exalty. 2-2. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a match. Going to map number 5. Let's go. Slippy Slides. Wow. That was like impressive performance from all players. Let's go. Whew, guys, it's getting hot in here. I'll be honest, and the window's open. We have a match, yeah. We have a match on Tinder, Alex. Don't even have Tinder. Anyway, next map. Let's go into the first round. And see what will happen. Alright, let's see what's going on. Scrapie has made a mistake. Again, individual mistakes have happened from Sprout on the previous map, and it's ongoing here. They're prolonging their subscription to the mistakes also on Slippy Slides. However, it is Dexter with a good start, and MiQuatro has also made a small mistake, but it's only 0.5 behind. But we have seen some incredibly not close rounds on this map, and I think we're also gonna see it here, because this identity is super deceiving. It is not easy to do. It's impossible to adjust. It's so hard to exit it. And of course, a hacking loft. Trackmania identities. Link sliding out, fading before the identity. MiQuatro now in the mix and can make something happen. Nope, he will not. He missed the exit point, and it is Dexter and Scrapie who are clean with it. Scrapie is, yeah, 1:13 winning time, okay. MiQuatro and Link in first and second and third, yeah, of course. Yeah, and Dexter, wicked, yeah, draw.
Draw.
Oh my god, dude. Oh. Oh my god. Getting a headache. So 1-1, but guys, it's something different. Every map has started with an Exalty victory or ace. In this case, we have a draw, so it's something, right? We have something new. We still have to see the Sprout victory or ace in the first round on each map. Maybe it happens this round, which is not round number 1, but round number 2. We have a good start from Dexter. Goes into the lead together with Scrapie alongside his teammate. Dipping into the water, now important to not oversteer on this section. Don't get skids out of the grass. So you want to counter your steering movement. Get no skid marks. Look at that, again a close round. No one has made a mistake so far. MiQuatro falling a bit behind, but only by 0.2. Now the bug side that jumped into an ice side is super important to nail. MiQuatro didn't get it too well, and it's Link being a bit further behind, but still not too much. Let's go into the follow all camera. Let's see how this one is working out on this map. On this identity, Dexter and Scrapie leading, and I think they have it good. Dexter going a bit too wide, and everyone seems to survive it. Maybe also the ending, and I think that's a close round. No! It's 2 mistakes that have happened in the ending, but I think Link was able to survive it, and Dexter has made a mistake, so no ace for Sprout, and Exalty takes home another draw, you can say it like that. Okay, the free cam, the follow all camera is not that good for the identity, because it's so crowded there, you know, that you don't really see anything there. That is not that good. So, binoculars. We also have binoculars. That's also a good emote. You should also consider trying that one out. Yeah, Lars guy? We have a good emote with that. Free cam for ending. This will be so hard to spectate though. Actually. It'll be so hard to spectate. You know, just zooming around and do a free camera. It's not really working out that well. However, let's see if we even need the free camera. Maybe just have a good point of view from one of those players. Maybe from Scrapie, who's right now last. And usually the last person is always a good resemblance to just check out the respective round in that way. How the round will continue. But he comes closer towards Link. Overtakes him in this way. And makes it quite nicely. Dexter, however, is in the lead. Goes a bit wide. Scrapie with a super inside line. Goes into lead. But it is Dexter, his teammate, with a little bit more speed over in that section. And also Scrapie didn't get the best entry into the water. Will not slide out, though. And he will go into second place. MiQuatro went a bit further outside. Gets a good line over in that part, though. And he can overtake Scrapie. What an identity from MiQuatro. Didn't get the best exit. And Scrapie and Dexter will finally redeem themselves and win this round with an ace. Going to the lead eventually. I summoned Lars. Yeah. Welcome, Lars. How are you doing? I'll be doing good, Lars. Nice seeing you in my twitch.tv chat. Lars. Who picked this map? It was, you can see the red team, which is Sprout. Hey, Turbo. Hi. Alright, next round. Round number 4. Are we doing good, Turbo? I am. Thank you for asking. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing... guys, I hope you're having a good time today. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. We've had a great weekend so far. And it's great to see you all in here. Let's go ahead into this round. Let's see who takes it. It's quite close, though. Only 0.1 between Scrapie and MiQuatro, who is on first place. But Dexter bounces back with a good line. But super close. This is, like, again, up until the identity, it hardly matters what happened there. But Scrapie not getting a good exit here, had to drift. And also Link has made a small mistake, small blunder. Maybe he has... oh, okay, that was a good line. Also not sliding out here. Got a little bit of airtime, but it wasn't enough for him to slide out. Also Dexter, not a good entry into the second bug slide here. And he has made that mistake. Didn't get rotation. And that is it here. It is Exalty acing Team Sprout. And it's a tight score again. Wow. It is such a incredible close match, even though both teams make mistakes. Oh, God. No rolling dank. So 5-5, and Exalty could again go into the lead. However, there's one round. Dude, you need binoculars here to find Dexter on the map. I just have seen him name tag. I was like, huh? What is Dexter doing? Dexter being 7 seconds behind. So he has not the best time on this map. You can see his name tag just blinking up every now and then. But he will not play a role for the victory. Even though we have seen a 1:16 winning time on this map today. But I think this will not happen in this round. However, it is Scrapie who can just gatekeep that first place. And can force a draw. MiQuatro got a good line. Scrapie not with the best amount of speed in that part. So it's MiQuatro coming dangerously closer towards him. And now the identity will decide that Scrapie gets a good line over that part. Releases accordingly. MiQuatro gets a really good exit point. Also good rotation here from MiQuatro. But Scrapie goes a bit more inside. MiQuatro gets it good again. But I think it's not enough because he's too far on the left. And Scrapie will take first with a sub 112. Link gets that third place. Safe and sound. And the Dexter on last. Another draw, and the match is heating up yet again. 6-6. A victory now, or even an ace, more preferably, would be huge for either of those teams. Oh, Dexter? Yeah, well, that wasn't the start that you're opting for. Dexter now with a mistake. And he is out on this round. Scrapie again, the only player from Sprout side left to be alive. And also Link getting airtime. He will lose a lot of speed because his car was affected by the fragile block as well. Well, there's a quite good good reset that was placed after that, so didn't get punished that much. Only lost 1 second, which is enough to catch up to Scrapie if he had to respawn, or if he has to respawn in the identity. Let's see. Round number 6. Scoreline is 6-6, but who will go into the lead? Will we even see a leader after that round? Will Scrapie again get that first place? MiQuatro with an insanely good line over that part. Now the water section comes into play, and both players survive. MiQuatro with a good break tab there, gathering or like losing a lot of speed, and he has a very good approach for that part. Scrapie a bit more inside. MiQuatro will have more speed. Scrapie jumping a bit too far to the right. Who's gonna survive it? It's Scrapie with a beautiful identity, and also Link will survive it, but only on third place, and it's another draw. 7-7. Last time it was Sprout winning out of that situation with an ace, and now we have the same situation. Let's find out who will take it. Who will take the victory in this round? Or the ace will be Link now making that mistake. I mean, yeah, this turn is really tight. Now Link is behind, of course, not a round that you want to crash in, but I also want to emphasize Scrapie getting those first places when it matters. That is very important for him and for his team, because it could have already been a 9-7 in favor for Exalty if Scrapie didn't win those rounds, or even could have been over, right? So Scrapie with a good performance. Dexter slacking a bit, but mistakes can happen, as we've seen on Link's side, who's now 2 seconds behind, but it could be all over here. Oh no, MiQuatro has made that mistake, slid out, and it's now Scrapie and Dexter in first and second, and only one identity left here for Sprout to take home another map win and go into the lead yet again. Will they make it or not? That is the question. Dexter with a good line. Scrapie has fallen a bit behind, but not too much, only by 0.3 of a second in total. Looks like that they're clean with it. They have 1 second. Dexter and Scrapie will win Slippy Slides here and make that identity with ease. Not the fastest times that we've seen. We've seen faster times from Ratchet, but Sprout again being a bit like having the pace in the round where it matters. And I think the MVP of this map is definitely Scrapie, by just denying those victories and aces towards Exalty, and with that securing the map win. So map picked by the blue team. Freestyle it is. By Exalty. Picked track number 6. As we don't have gyroscope. Freestyle. Obviously a hard identity that you have to clear. Track that has been utilized on a lot of RPG and also Kaki maps. I just have to think about the map from Techie. And it's actually kind of interesting to see an identity like that in TMCL or even TMGL. Let's see. So take it. Takes it in the first round. I mean, no victory for Sprout has happened in the first round of each map. Let's see if they can now break the curse and maybe have a slight advantage into this match. Of course, this no-steer section, very important to nail. Link does it accordingly. Every player survives it. And it is Scrapie a little bit further behind, but comes back with a good line. I think also here doing it really nicely. I want to check the follow all camera, how players are doing that jump. You see Dexter going for the ice slide. Scrapie does it well as well. Now the different apexes. Dexter going super inside. MiQuatro with a very, very wide nose slide. He has a lot of speed. Link as well going to the lead. Dexter has a little bit less airtime and finds himself with a bit more speed over in that downhill section. However, it is Exalty leading, but Link not getting the best amount of speed out of that drift. It's all in the ending. Who's gonna survive it though? It will be MiQuatro getting attacked by Dexter, and Dexter overtakes him here. In the meantime, Scrapie can also do it, and he will not. Nope, he will not. Also 2,000 of a second between Dexter and MiQuatro, but it's Sprout breaking the curse and winning a first round on the track. 2,000 of a second here. Very wonky line there in the ending, but good save as well from Dexter. Still 1 point for Exalty. Not too bad for them, right? Sprout, they have to win in order to win the match. Exalty can force map number 7 if they survive it. Of course, they have to win. Will it be a back and forth? The random map would be parkour at the end. You could see Uncle W. If Exalty wins. Link with another good line, had to open up his steering to get the turn across. Dexter leads by so much, by 0.35, and he could do another good time on this map. Will he survive the identity or not? Looking like it. Dexter is clean with it. I think he's flipped a little bit and loses a bit of speed, so the identity will be now a bit harder. Link going into the lead, and also MiQuatro gets it really well, not overtaking Dexter though, again by a hair, 107.6. But again, like, what a great match are we witnessing. Exalty showing an incredible performance against Sprout. And that's what I was expecting from them. Just before. Did I say freestyle as the last map? Parkour, right? I said parkour, yeah. I thought, like, huh? We're playing freestyle and freestyle as the last map. Would not make any sense, right? Well, record is a 107 flat by the Mime guy. Set 3 hours ago. Being 0.3 ahead of Ratchet. So, good time here from Mime. Certainly shown a great performance also in the previous week. Solory, so that was a very good one. Together with Elcon, let's focus on this match because Exalty wasn't really having the best start into the round, but Scrapie and Dexter, Scrapie not getting the best and best angle for the no slide, but was still able to survive, find himself together with Dexter. So close. However, the identity will decide only a couple of hundreds between the players, and it's Link not with the best identity, clipping there a little bit. Scrapie and Dexter can now realize the ace here if they survive the ending, and Dexter makes a mistake, but again gets away with it. Dexter gets away with it, and Scrapie goes into the lead. It's the ace for Sprout. 3-6. Hey guys, no sound alerts today. No alerts. Thanks for the bits. Much appreciated. Sprout now in a very favorable position. Make something happen. Yeah. Match. Voices. Anyway, Dexter has made a mistake. Link and MiQuatro, I just hear voices outside. Anyway, I just got driven away by it. Let's see what MiQuatro and Link can do, because they are. And it is Scrapie has to push because Dexter has made a mistake. He's 7 seconds behind. Exalty needs that ace. MiQuatro with a good identity was getting away with it here, clipping a little bit. Will he survive the ending as well? It's so important for them to get another ace here, but it will be Scrapie staying ahead by 2,000s again. What a match that is. Exalty getting the victory though, but Sprout now able to close out the match, and this 1 point difference is so important. Oh my god. 5-7. If Sprout wins this map with an ace, it's over. Just need an ace. Look at that. We've seen one mistake. One player sliding out, hitting the water there with a tire. Is behind. It is Scrapie making a mistake. Question now is, will Exalty capitalize from that and maybe even go into the lead? Oh, MiQuatro with a great line over on that part. Also, Link was able to survive it, but the consistency today is incredible. And it is Dexter who has to make something happen. Link jumping to Narnia, but gets a very good approach over this dirt section where you want to get fourth gear and or just hold it and trigger a no slide. Not that easy to do. Dexter jumping so far because he has so much speed. So releasing would just slow him down a bit more. Accelerate for so long then, compared to just doing that. Link going for the save line. Dexter is in the lead. And a draw will be huge for Sprout. And Dexter is not surviving it, but he still gets first. Dexter again being a bit lucky on that end. And I feel like that those 2,000ths of a second in both rounds have decided this map. Temporarily, I mean, it's 6-8. So, still a dangerous situation for Exalty.
Draw.
1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. But even with a victory, they could be in a situation to win this map. Not really slowing down too much there. Anyway, let's go into the next round and see who takes it, who not. Will it be the last one of this match or not? But regardless how the match goes, how the match prolongs, if it prolongs after that, it was an incredible performance by Exalty, and I think we can prepare for a good round or for a good match in the next couple of steps from Exalty. Dexter, Dej had to double respawn. Scrapie is in first. MiQuatro and Link. MiQuatro is in the lead, but Link also has made a mistake, so they need to rely on a mistake from Scrapie if they want the ace. I mean, a victory will also be okay, but then they have to get another victory or another ace in the next round. So I think it's not the last round. Scrapie is clean with it. Scrapie getting a lot of speed. There you go. MiQuatro also with a good line will survive it and will stay on. You can't do that, Scrapie. You can't do that. Wow. That was such a beautiful landing and identity. And he was able to get across with it. 7-9. Sprout needs 1 point. Exalty needs an ace. It's the last round of this map. Here we go. Will Exalty force map number 7? Or can they play Cup of the Day? That is the question. You know? Can they play Cup of the Day or not? Maybe they want to. Of course, if they want to win this match, they have to win this round with an ace. Let's see if they can do it or not. Oh, Link now with a good line. Actually, we've seen so many different approaches here that I think it doesn't even matter for what approach you go for, but that certainly matters. Link has made a terrible mistake, and I think this is almost a GG here because Sprout only has to survive. One player of them has only to survive, and that is not good. MiQuatro is leading though, but it is not enough. Those 2,000 of a second have ruined it, and now Scrapie and Dexter hand in hand will win them the match. Exalty, however, has done a great performance, but it's not enough today to dethrone the arguably best team in the TMCL season. But still, it was a good performance, but it wasn't enough for them to take it home. GG still. Great performance from Exalty, and I think we can prepare for an Exalty that is ready next week, and opponents should be scared about this, about that. All right, that was the match. Yeah,